Okay, we are doing a part 2, and you can see I added another frost afterglow, and I keep saying frost flower, so we're going to have to do frost flower. But you can see I decided I needed to add something to this tangle, which still I haven't looked it up. I don't know the name of it. But I'm just going to, I would say it's ing in the round, but that's kind of just my opinion. If you've done ing, you'll see that that is kind of like ing in the round. I'm just going to add some little circles here, and they get smaller kind of in the center, and then they work their way diminishing little circles. So I just give it some balance of round and square and circular and non-circular. And so I am going to just add some frost flower down in here, and I'm going to make an X. I just want 6, and then I'm just going to echo the one side. I think I should have gone on, we'll see. I think I'm rotating sides. We'll just fill this in, and then I'm just going to come back and I'm just going to put a little I never can remember the names of tangles, and so when I start one, if I've done it different than what it is, it's just what's in my brain, and I think, okay, I'll use that. So that's kind of it, but let's do it again because it was just a little odd there. And so I'm just going to do an X, and then a line down through the center, and then I'm going to have to rotate in order to make sure I get this correctly, so that I put a line on the opposite sides, and if I rotate it, I will get it. If I don't rotate it, I doubt I will get that correctly. Maybe now that I've done it, I can. And I just want to do it until I have it filled in, and then those little ends that you see get a little sparkle on the end of them. And I should come in a little bit so you can see. So they're just going behind the other letters. So we're going to start out, and we're just going to put, and I can go either direction. And you can see that I've kind of used the basic same tangle idea for each one of these. So if you can't remember the tangle names, you can make them up as you go. There's no tangle police, as Maria said. And you just, enjoy the process. And I really do like to, end those with something, so that I have another ending on it. And you can see how it's really coming into shape here. I'm going to turn it a little bit more, and I'm going to I really like to make my lines different sizes so that we have some variety. Some short, some long. And I can go ahead and do these, you know, one at a time, or I can do several. And there we have another little star type tangle. And it looks to me like I've kind of gotten a lot of that type of tangle in this particular piece, but I like it. So now we are going to do a little shading, because it would not be a complete tangle without shading it. I decided I was going to do some shading, and I forgot to turn the thing back on. I added a little blue in here in the center of the afterglow, and I'm going to add some blue and gray in my starflower. So add a little gray in here, and then I'm going to add a little blue also. So I want it to be a little bit more blue-gray. I'm going to blend with my shading stump. And I'm going to put a little blue in here in the center. Then I'm going to take my shading stump and use a little odorless paint thinner. And wow, look at that pop out, that blue. I'm just going to pull it out into my tangle. And you noticed I haven't dipped again. I just have kept that because I want it to just be that little hint of color. And you can see how that just adds to that. Now, I think I want to do the piece, but I'm not sure what color. So I think I'm going to do it in the cool gray color. So I'm going to add a little cool gray along the edges, and we'll see what happens. I didn't clean my shading stump. I left that blue on there. So we get that little hint of blue, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to come back and darken this line on my piece, just to give it a little darker so that it pops out a little bit. Because you can see how that pops that out. So I want it to be seen. The tangles can move behind and thicken up that line a little bit. But you can see how beautiful that's going to be. I'm going to go ahead and add my gray, and then I'll blend. And sometimes those ends of your shading stump become kind of soft and squishy. And so I'm going to just use an emery board and take that off of there so that I have a better point. If I need a little bit more blue, just that hint of blue, I can pick it up, come out here and pick up a little bit of blue. Get a little bit more odorless paint thinner. So and you can definitely see how that adding that, I'm going to come down with my PN pen. This is so I don't smush that tip. That little bit more thicker line. And I am going to take my there it is, my blue pen, and I am going to color in these little circles with blue just because I can, and I like how I just need a little pop of color, and you can see how that is just turning out lovely. And there we have Peace. I think it's turned out very pretty. And thanks for watching part 2 of Peace. And have a great New Year's.